What's going on YouTube? Today we're doing a drop fade, all natural, no enhancements, and in today's age I feel like that's very hard to find on social media in general. A lot of people use enhancements, which I don't mind at all. I love enhancements, I think they're great, but you need to know how to cut the hair first. You need to know how to do a great haircut without enhancements before adding it in. But I have a lot of clients that don't like enhancements and don't prefer it. I only add it to clients that request it. So that being said, this client does not want any enhancements, and we did a very beautiful drop fade and nice little added twist sponge on top to give it some texture, and I think it just came out amazing. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I'm going to break down what I did. As you can see, the hair is not very long, and let's go ahead and break this down. So you kind of got your sneak peek in the beginning of what the drop fade is going to look like towards the end, but I also want to show you the whole before and after. So now we're going to go ahead and go through the whole tutorial, and basically we want to start always by combing the hair out. So we picked the top out, the sides are pretty short, so we don't really need to do much there. Now we're going to go ahead and create our line. So the line is going to be about 2 fingers width above the ears on the sides, and then it's going to drop down below the occipital bone in the back of the head, and then you're going to wrap that all the way around. Okay, so that's how you do a drop fade. So there's a lot of differences I've seen with other barbers and like how to do a drop fade and stuff. The drop fade should basically be about a mid fade on the sides unless they request higher, and then drop below the occipital bone in the back. That's usually a drop fade. If you want to do just like a low fade all the way around, then it's going to be low regardless. If you want to do a higher fade on the sides and then drop in the back, they can request that too. But if they just say they want to drop fade, more than likely you're going to do a mid fade on the sides, which is about 2 fingers, starting off about 2 fingers above the ears on the sides, and then dropping below the occipital bone in the back of the head. Now we're going to go ahead and take that line all the way around, nice and clean, ball everything out on the bottom. We're going to use the electric shaver, and then we'll come back to begin the fade, starting on the left side. And you always want to start, like how I always say, you take the sides down to the desired length, then take the top down to the desired length as well before doing any fading. So the top, he's not taking anything off the top. He wants to grow it out a little bit. Sides all the way down the skin. Now we're going to start fading. So his sides are pretty short already, so we don't really need to use too many guards. The highest guard I'm going to use is a 1.5, and that's just to remove any bulk towards the top, but we're going to freehand most of it on top just to like kind of smooth it out. So we're going to go ahead and do the clipper halfway open. We're going to take that up about 1 finger's width, and then we're going to close it, and then we're just going to blend that into the skin, and using our trimmer, the corner of our trimmer, to kind of make sure everything is nice and blended. You don't really need to do too much. Make sure not to go too high or anything, and make sure to follow your line, you know, how you created it. You see how it's dropping in the back? Make sure to follow your line like that. Sometimes I've seen people where they just kind of disregard the drop line in the back and they start fading all the way around. Ends up being more of a higher fade all the way around. So you want to make sure to follow that line you created, that you dropped in the back at an angle like that, and fade everything in. And then we're going to go ahead and throw our half guard on. And guys, you just want to make sure to use the lever on your clipper. The lever on your clipper is your best friend. That's how you gauge whether you need to open it more or less, just to fade everything in, take away little dark areas. Sometimes you really don't need to do too much other than just move the lever a little bit to blend something in or to get rid of a dark area. So make sure to play around with that lever, you know, get a real feel for it, understanding of, you know, when to move it and when to not, and utilize the corner of your clipper too, because that makes a huge difference in blending the hair. All right, so yeah, half guard on, go up another finger's width, and then we're going to use our number 1 guard and our 1.5. So this is our 1.5 right here. Lever's closed. We're just kind of taking just a little bit of hair out. It's not really taking much out at all. And then we're going to throw that number 1 guard on. The number 1 guard on, then we're going to blend that with the lever open and close, going between both in between to kind of fade that all in. And we're going to smooth it out by then going down with the grain just a tad bit with our number 1 guard, and then we're going to freehand the top. Yeah, so we're going to pick it out so all the curls are out, all the hair is out, and we're going to freehand the top just to knock down any frizziness around the area, blending into the sides. We don't want to take too much length off, just kind of want to smooth it out, because we want to make this haircut last as long as possible for the client. It's longevity. That's what makes clients come back. You know, it's not just a quick, like, clean looking haircut and then walk out. No, you want the haircut for them to last long. You don't want it to like be hanging over the lineup, or maybe the top's a little messy, or maybe the sides weren't short enough, because then things are just going to grow out faster than what they were hoping for, and they're going to come back quicker than they needed to or should have, and then they might end up going to somebody else because they'll give them a haircut that lasts a little bit longer. And then just going to do the same thing on the opposite side. You're going to do the same thing all around, actually, even on the drop in the back. Just make sure to follow the line and don't go too high, because it is easy to accidentally go too high in the back when it's supposed to be a drop fade. So just pay attention to what you're doing. Trust yourself, trust your clippers, and just, you know, don't hesitate if you really are unaware if you should keep fading or whatnot. Make sure to utilize your mirror. Mirror is your best friend. The lever on your clipper is your best friend. The corner of your clipper is your best friend. All those are very, very important to a very clean fade, nice blended fade, no matter what type of fade you're doing. So I hope these steps are helping all of you guys out. I truly appreciate all my subscribers. If you have any questions or want to know more about anything, please let me know. I do highly recommend watching this video to the end so you can really see the steps that it takes and the motion that I'm using when I'm cutting hair to really get a grasp of, you know, just how to fade and what it should look like and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. At the end you will see the before and the after, and you'll see the haircut all the way around. And yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Just trust yourself, man, one day at a time. Don't get discouraged. We all make mistakes, but we all learn from them, okay? That's the biggest thing, is just learning from your mistakes. I started off being a barber at like 21, not knowing anything, and just learning as I go. I've done a lot of bad haircuts, I've done a lot of good ones, and I've just learned from my mistakes. So go slow, take your time, trust yourself, and if you have questions, ask them. You know, always try to work around people that are better than you, because that is going to make you better a lot faster. Okay, it's not a competition. It's all about consistency and just always being willing to learn. Okay, if you're open to learning and are very consistent with what you do, I'm telling you, you will kill the game as a barber. Trust yourself. I love y'all. Wait till the end of this video, because you're gonna love the end transformation. And when doing your lineup in the front, make sure to comb everything down as far as it comes out. Go ahead and start from the middle, work your way out to the sides, and then hit the bars after. I say start from the top, work your way out to the sides, and then hit the bars after. I wouldn't do it first, because if you start from the middle and work your way out, you're more likely to get everything nice and symmetrical. And then you will see in a few minutes that I trim some of the hairs off the front, because like I said, longevity is very important, so you want to make sure the haircut lasts as long as possible. So you don't want a lot of overhang when it comes to doing the front lineup. Some clients with his hair texture will have some overhang, which means that after a few days or so, or even not even that, after he washes his hair and he'll brush forward, a lot of the excess hair on the front will kind of hang forward because I didn't take care of that and do my job correctly. So his lineup is just not gonna feel as fresh after a shower. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure to do the lineup, figure out exactly where everything's supposed to be, and then clean up any excess hair in the front. You can do that with your shears, you can freehand it. You'll see me, I freehand it with my trimmer just quite a bit, and I'm going to do that in just about a minute. Okay, so right here is where I'm freehanding with my trimmer, trimming off any excess hair. It might be hard to tell, but I am actually trimming some hair that's hanging off the front there. And you just kind of want to go up at like a 90-degree angle. You don't want to go too far in and make it too light. So just any excess little baby hairs that are sticking out, because it provides longevity to the haircut and also makes the lineup a lot crispier. This is the final touch to the sauce of the haircut. It's a holding foam that provides a strong hold and high shine. It'll make his curls stand out and hold really tight. And so even with his hair being this short, so I add a little bit of this on top, and then I use the blow dryer and the twist sponge to twist everything up. You'll see everything just get really more defined and stand out a lot better. And anybody with hair at least at his length or longer, depending on the hair texture, can also achieve this as well. And yeah, it makes the haircut come together. After styling, just some final touches on the lineup to make sure there's any extra hair hanging over and the lineup is nice and crispy. And this is all natural, no enhancements. Everything is looking good. He was happy, I was happy, and I hope you guys are happy. Apologize for the lighting, but this is the before and then this is the after. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this, and I will catch you all in the next video. Love y'all.